All right, we are on the draw. They're playing first. Usually a good choice. Mulligan. Navorian. Okay. Super Mulligan. Okay, we'll keep it. No planes. I will go with... Yeah, Jace is a little bit later down the road. So they didn't mulligan. Is this like a death and taxes type thing? Yep. Planes would be nice so that I don't have to... That's not a planes. Sorry. Tundra. I think this is actually a tough matchup. If they're black and white taxes, even more difficult. Dahlia? Okay. That might be for like all the combo going on. Do I want to play this first? Yes. Swords is good if they don't waste me. But yes, we will keep this. Non-artifact. Okay. So one per turn. Yep. If they don't waste me, as I talked about. And we have that Kaldra coming up. Beautiful. Okay. Looking like I am going to... Oh, wait, I can't. Let's see. I can look one card deeper in order to find a plains for the plow. Otherwise, that's going to be rendered useless. I think I do have to. There we go. Perfect. Let's do it now, because if they untap... Forgot my... It's turn 3, but I have 2 lands. I got wastelanded. Ooh, this is actually pretty good. We can bounce, assuming they don't play anything else. Or stock up. I like bouncing here. I don't think they have any flash threats unless it's Thalia. Is it? Not Thalia, the little dog one, but... let's see what they have. Either way, it's going to replace itself, which I don't mind. I'm guessing they have that little pup. I'm so smart. Duh. I'm going to have to do this. Because if I go to bounce this, they can just Caracas it. Would have been nice to have that previously, but I do have the back to basics to help stop that. That's not going to be too helpful unless they can loam it over and over. Sure. Sure. Up to 1 target non-basic land. And then they can get one. I could technically... No, I think I'm going to let that go. Are they going to destroy one of theirs? Yeah, I had a feeling. Because playing back to basics will allow me to make sure they don't do those shenanigans. But I don't think that's going to do a whole lot. I am going to stock up here. Plow is good, clearly. And I do want to land. Any order. Let's do this. Let's rock. Probably should have plowed Thalia there. Oh wait, I couldn't have. That's why. That's why I didn't do it. So yeah, this I'd say is not as easy of a. It's definitely not an easy matchup. Once they get their stuff going, it becomes very difficult to stop, and it's just going to be like flickering everything. So they can flicker. I mean, does this even matter if they flick anything? I don't think this is a huge deal. Otherwise, they can just keep looping things. Sure. Okay. Let's do that. I am getting rid of that eventually. Yeah, this is just a nightmare. I do not personally know how to beat it. Can't play Jace. What do we have? Sure. Nope. I'm wondering if I want to pitch back to basics because, like I said, this is just going to be... Then they can always like destroy it and get a new one if needed. Jace, yeah, at least Jace does a little bit more. And they're going to... They can exile this. Like I said, this card is just so annoying to deal with. Flying First Strike, sure. So they can exile this, right? And then it just comes back into play and creates another one. That is 5 damage. They figured it out. Bye-bye, Flooded Strand. So a land here for Batterskull, despite the fact they can keep doing their things. Okay. Or I can Jace bounce. Well, then I lose 1 life, which is not the best. And I can they bring Nav back. Batterskull is at least life, but let's see. I go to 2. They attack. That's flying. I think I have to bounce here. And then they have 2 creatures nevertheless. Like either way, it's a losing. Still want to make them make the correct or the incorrect play. Caught between a rock and a hard place. What's under here? A Ponder. Return that and bring it back in. Then I'm going to have 2 blockers. Then I'm still at 2. Yeah. No bueno. Look for a plow. And I'm still taking it regardless. Like, so I can do that. Like I have to at least bounce this. And then let's let them think I have a plow. I also don't want to take up too much time. This game tends to go very long. So we know what's in their hand, clearly. They played a land. Oh! Ward, oh, like they have open mana. No, I got so excited right there. I'm like, Ward. Oh, yeah, they figured it out. Okay. Alright, so like I said, this is, it's an aggro deck. At the same time, I consider it like a control deck. They just have, I think the black and white one version is much better with Thoughtseize and Bowmasters. They just have so many ways of recurring value over and over, but these two are going to be fantastic. Don't want Spell Pierce. And probably just a Force is going to be out. Like that. Stony Silence, don't care about. Consign to Memory, no thanks. Ironically enough, with our special guest Tamiyo and their multiple Karakas, they probably have 4 since they're playing 70 or 75. Whatever, 80 cards. I think that's going to be fine that way. So the Wrath of the Skies can shine, but like I said, that returning of Thalia, the pup, I do not like that card. That's usually one that would probably eat a Force. Unfortunately, I did draw the Force after it got bounced, or after I saw it. Let's see. Yes, we would. Pretty even on time. I'll keep. It's going to need some work. Mulligans to 6. Let's see if Tamiyo can do some work here. And even if they Karakas it, it is kind of a Rishaiden port. And I don't mind if they plow it, you know, so be it. Pretty much looking for any planes here. Oh, nice. Let's do this. Ideally, if they had a plow, they most likely would have done it, unless they're looking to play around days, which they might think I have for some reason. So what I can do here, Ponder is a card, looking for a plains, then I can attack and flip if needed. I like that. These are not plains, but it is a Brainstorm. But if I get Brainstorm, I have 2 other junk cards there. Plains is what we want, and plains is what we get. Very nice. But I mean, with what? They can just keep attacking it and flipping it with Thalia. They have a lot of ways of dealing with it, is what I'm saying. If they had a plow, they would have used it, unless they are playing around days, which is the other reason why they wouldn't. And do I want to force it if they did? I think the answer would have been no. Okay, great. If they're playing that little pup, I'm probably forcing it. Yep. I do not like that card. Plus, they can just keep blinking it, right? No bueno. There's another way of dealing with it, so there's that. Okay, sure. Like I say, they do have a lot of ways of dealing with stuff like that. But now that leaves me... Oh, perfect. I was going to say doubled Stoneforge. Let's do it. We want Kaldra. We want the coat. And we still have a card here, which is nice. They can flicker it, something to keep in mind. They know about these two as well. And they can... Oh, isn't that the... Yeah. I guess they can always flicker that as well. So there's one. Are they going to waste the other? I don't mind if they do. Waste this at least. Attack. There it is. And this is the problem with the deck. This is like all they ever do. They get the creature, they get the value, it blinks it, it flashes. They have so many ways of doing it. I don't think I've ever played against this deck where there was like just no recursion whatsoever. So they can eventually blink this, right? They can handle that Solitude. Are they going to Solitude that? I would not mind at all. Because I have more where that came from. Please do so. Oh, perfect. These were the revealed. I do not mind that at all. Considering my hand. Okay. They have one card in their hand. That's actually pretty good. I think if they took that a little bit slower, it would have been better. Let's do this. Let's do this and this. Let's do this. Do I want to play that out or draw a card? I mean, I can block. If they remove it, that means they're not removing this. I do like playing Coat. I can always get the clue later. It's going to be like Wrath of the Skies under. Okay, Force. So they know my hand except for an island. Looks like they just played a Plains. Sure. So what's that one card in hand? Let's find out. Okay, 2 cards in hand. So that Force might be helpful. Non-basic. If they're killing my non-basic, I am cool with that. But them... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I can bounce this... that would be great. Yes, I do. Thank you. That's actually good. Looking for a Force. Let's see. I do have an extra mana. We'll start with Ponder. Back to basics. That's actually solid. I do like that. Because that's going to stop them from playing this. No. 1, 2, 1. Let's not give them any more information. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Do I want to attack with this? I believe I am the beatdown here. And I don't care if this dies, right? Like, they're not blocking it either way, but... I do still have that clue token, too, to draw a card. Can't forget about that. Mana's been pretty tight. Sure. Okay, so that will stop this for a while. We know this is in their hands, so they're going to need, land. And even if they get land, that gives me more time to sculpt. Okay, cool. We got it. Whew. These games are tricky. Games are tricky. So, do I want an extra Force? I mean, I don't think there's anything else. All the other cards are decent. Yeah. I think if they had played that slower, they were kind of worried about the Stoneforges, but I did have a third one, which was nice. But yeah, if they go really long and wide with this, they're going to probably most likely outvalue me. But if they do that, there is Wrath of the Skies. There is that interesting back and forth, too, between, like, you play Tamiyo, you play to the board, you play Stoneforge, but, like, do you want to Wrath them? Well, if you have a Kaldra in play, it's not a big deal because that's not going to be going anywhere, but most of the time, you are getting a lot more value out of this compared to what's happening to you versus your opponent. But I think we're good here. Game 3 it is. They had a slow start previous game, which was nice. Looking for planes, looking for removal, ideally. Well, we got one of those. Had some really crappy hands this game. Oh, this is really bad. I don't think I can win going the 5. They mulligan the 6, but I am on the draw. I get to play Tamiyo first. I don't mind it. I get 2 looks at a land plus a Ponder or a Brainstorm. Like, are they going to 5? Like, this is good to throw back, which is nice. Like, if they go to 5, do I go to 5 is the question. Okay, I think I will keep this being on the draw. And let's do it. Turn 1, Mom. So we have 19 lands. Oh, sure. 19 lands and 8 cantrips. 27? Something like that. Well, there's that. So we're about 50% of drawing something that we need. Okay. I was going to say, if I Prismatic Ending this, and then they bring in Mom, that's no bueno. But I do have a sword, so I can at least wait. I do like that, so I'm going to play this. This is going to be our card, so if they don't play Mom, we can draw end of turn, their turn. Are they going to bounce it? No, they're not. Do they need their mana? I think that was interesting. But whatever they got to do. Are we going to find out if they have a plow? I think I need cards more than I need to bluff doing something crazy here. If I had a plains here, I wouldn't. Let's attack first. I'm not worried about flipping this. I'm worried about finding lands, because once I do that, these are really going to carry a lot of weight. That's my main game plan here. Like, I smell was it Ophelia? I always pronounce that wrong. We haven't seen black, so there shouldn't be Bowmaster. Shouldn't be. They'll play like a Mox Diamond or something just to get that black splash. Oh my goodness. I like these cards, but I like lands better, and I know what I'm looking for here, so yes. Perfect. Whew. Let's see. Okay, let's go. Do we have the pup? Okay, there we are. Now they're doing it. Interesting. If they do play, they can't play Felia here then. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. With a P, PH, Felia. I'm so used to saying Thalia. But end of turn here, I am going, oh, they're going up to 3. Was that Flicker Wisp? That could be also the other one. That I'm losing the name on. But let's see what they're doing. Bringing that in hand. Okay, if that's the case, I might just get rid of that. Okay. I'm going to get plains here. Land. Island? Okay, perfect. I think what I'm going to do is go for... It's tough to say. Like, I can go for a Prismatic Ending on this, then they can Wisp it and come back. If they do that, it's not the worst. It's going to reset. But I have just so many cards that I'm going to need to start burning them on something, right? So, I don't mind doing that. So, like, exactly Flicker Wisp is annoying here. Exactly. But that's fine, like I said. A lot of stuff going on. Yep. Okay, so I think here I have Plow and then eventually Snap Plow. I played a land. It is turn 4. I can play Tamiyo. They bounce it. Well, or at least make them do that. I think Ponder is the best here. Force of Will wouldn't be that bad. Islands, actually, these are decent too. Teferi, there's not much I want to bounce. I will go with, let's see. I will put 1, 2. Actually, I do want this for a full Wrath of the Skies. Okay, cool. And if there's anything that I want to plow, I can do that. I'll take 3 if they attack. You can have your vial. Sure. I think next turn's just going to be a nuke. If they put in a mom, it gets destroyed, right? You know, they can keep this up to help protect Lion Sash. That's actually decent. And I don't want to shuffle because I do have Stoneforge. Excuse me, yes, I do have Stoneforge on top. Trace. Okay. Wouldn't say stability yet, but this Lion Sash is going to be annoying. Oh, not bad. What are you getting back? Probably Stoneforge? Pretty good. Flicker. Ooh. Even better. Very smart. Let's see, 1, 2. How much does that cost? 3. Then you're going to get another one. This is the type of stuff that this deck does. It just recurs and recurs and recurs. They got another one? Okay, then. I think just plowing these will work. Plow that. Plow that. I can always actually probably plow and then snap plow just to start using that. So let's see. They can equip this. That doesn't do a whole lot. Let's do this. I want to start using this just because we know they have a Lion Sash. I also have another snap there. They can't get this back, which is nice. Let's play this. Okay. Now all of a sudden they have 6 cards in hand. Okay. So this isn't doing a whole lot. Lion Sash they can play and start eating up the graveyard. And we know about Yorion. Okay, sure. Which one do you care about? Okay, sure. I think next turn is Jace. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just get some cards out of it because we know it's a little bit. Ooh, oh, I can't play that unfortunately. That is unfortunate. Do I want to snap? I don't think I want to brainstorm it. I definitely don't want this. I'm going to be shuffling here, so I guess depending on if I need mana. Yeah, I'm going to go with this and this, because I might be able to snap and Wrath if I want to, keeping that as an option. Oh, so what they're going to do here is pretty much attack and then use pre-war to kill Jace. Or they could just attack it and let it do nothing. That's an option too. But I do want to get down this back to basics. Question is how? All right. What are they pitching? Yorion. Wow. Okay, they really value Stoneforge. Assuming they're going after Stoneforge. Okay, cool. Cool. I don't mind that at all. Oh, now they can pre-war? Never mind. Wait, is this mana? Okay, they can't. Mana value is 3 or less. So that's fine. Disruptor Flute. Okay. I can snap, deal with that too. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I can just Wrath of the Skies everything. Be left with Jace. But then they can pre-war formal, bring that back and still have Jace. I think back to basics here is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, then it's going to die. They're going to bring that back and they'll go after Jace again, which isn't the worst in the world. That opens it up for a snap and... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, I could do back to basics. That gives them 2 mana, which I don't mind. Okay. I'm just trying to keep this out of the graveyard. I guess I can snap ending it too. That's 1, 2. I would need red for that, so I can play that for red. So non-basic, they're going to get that, right? Okay. That will give them an extra land that they can work with. This does have flying. I think it just might be a snap nuke everything. That is something I can do as well. Just prismatic ending this. Start drawing. Their creatures stay there. That's not the worst. They're going to attack that. It goes down 1, which I'm cool with. Let's see this. Having Kaldra isn't the worst. Let's see. Do I want to get rid of this? I don't see why not. Wait, 1, 2. Because then they can't pre-war it. This has flying, so they're going to mess with that too. It's just the whole pre-war thing bringing this back is what I'm kind of concerned about there. And even if I attacked it, they bring it back too, and I can still wipe everything out. I think I'm fine. I won't play this. I'm going to just pass. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I block that. They're going to pre-war it and bring it back. I'm fine with that, and then I can nuke everything. I think that's the plan. Unless they play Lion's Ash, but they won't be able to do both, so... So pre-war here. If my assumption is correct off of these three. They should have another one, right? There was one they had played. Oh no. Okay, so there's that. Okay, that's fine, I believe. Kaldra. Just something else to nuke. Am I mixing this up like they had two of them? I thought they played one and got another one, but I might have mixed that up, but we'll figure it out. 1, 2. Perfect. More things for you to nuke. They played that land, right? Yes, they played, where's it, Ganjo? The Ganjo, there we go. So they can't play anymore, so they can't do anything with that. That's perfect. They can't nuke a card in the graveyard, which is exactly what we want. I will be getting rid of Back to Basics, but at this point they don't have their, what's it called anymore? So it's not a big deal. Let's attack first. It's not flying, is it? Okay, that's a good draw. So 5, 6, 7. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure we tap properly. So we have... Or do I keep, or do I do it for 2 and left? I mean, they got 3 mana. I'm not too worried about that. I think just getting rid of this is beneficial as well. Yeah. Now this. Don't want that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could probably just do that and then play it. This leaves up Plow and Force if needed. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. They did have the other pre-war. Good. They played that too. That is gone. Nice. Let's fetch. Let's get our mountain. Don't want to draw it. We do have one more island left. There's a card we can throw back. Ooh, yes. I actually think I want Back to Basics. Make it a little bit tougher, although the Plow is very attractive. I think we're going to need Plows here, if anything. Oh, that's tough. But I am playing double. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do... Do have to play a little bit faster. Been going a little bit slower than normal. They have Kaldra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, I mean, I can always just plow that. That's not a huge deal. Nice. Let's do this first. That not. What do you have? Solitude? Okay, sure. We can plow that. Not a big deal. There's nothing they can do that's flashy. Oh, you're going after that one? Wow. You're targeting... Okay. Am I missing something here? Coat? There's that Jace we don't need. Now I can play Tamiyo to make them tap out another land if needed. Nice. And if I need to, I can plow with Tundra. Sure. Played a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They need one more for Kaldra. Perfect. That's exactly why I did that. Sure. Oh, this is... They think they're going to be able to get through to... Yeah, that's fine. To Jace. I don't have like a Tundra floating around here, do I? It's not like an Exile or something? That would be funny. It wouldn't be funny. Whew! What a match! Oh my goodness. I hope you enjoyed that one. Very grindy. Like I said, this deck can be very tough to play against once they start flickering and bouncing and doing all that fun stuff. Another one for the good guys. I hope you enjoyed that. And maybe I'll see you in the next one.